Hello, and welcome to the stupidest shit I've made on this channel. Let's just get right into the whole point of me making this. Oh god, no. No, the fucking volume is Okay, the desktop was turned off, but I had the stream playing in the background, so I just heard my voice say hello, and then straight after, because I had it open on a second tab, it just said hello again, just all the hellos. Anyway, welcome to a video that's just it's gonna be awful. It's gonna be trash. The trash, man. It's just gonna be awful. But in this, we're gonna try to fix the DC cinematic universe. In the next, I'm planning on. I don't know. This is gonna be a weird video. It's not gonna be really planned. It needs more traps. Yes, needs all the traps. If you like DC, you might like this. If not, then you probably won't, and no one's gonna stay for more than 5 minutes. But I've got a Word document. I was gonna get rid of that. I have a Word document that I just showed my face on the drive. But yeah, let's move that onto the second tab as well. Right. So basically, in the first part, I'm gonna try to fix what's wrong with, in my opinion, how they could move on from the DC universe so far. So what's already established, what I would do to basically, I think DC's failing, and I'm going to give them a hand, even though I'm probably the last person qualified to do this. But I'm going to do it regardless because I'm bored and I like thinking about how I would fix people's problems. So I will fix the DCU. So we have. Let's just get the groundwork. I'm just gonna spit out this chewing gum. Sorry, very unprofessional of me. Yeah. So let's just lay out the groundwork first. We have to. We've got rules. Fucking. We've got rules, and one of those being obviously that we can't disregard anything that we already have. So can't. So we can't disregard any previous movies. Literally never written anything in your life offering to fix DC. That's a big fish attack. Cheers. Cheers, guys. You're great. So yeah, we cannot disregard the previous movies. So anything that's happened, so Man of Steel has happened and all that's happened. In the second part of this, I'm going to go through what I would do for myself if it was a full reboot. What I'd do is sort of do a soft reboot, so we'll come up with more rules later. But the movies we have to work with so far are Man of Steel. What came after it? It was Batman vs Superman, wasn't it? Batman versus Superman. Dawn of Yeah, just I put a fucking N there. Yeah, just don't worry about any of my spellings because they're all wrong. So just meh. I have two chats overlapping. Shit. I'm not quite sure why that's. Oh, hang on. No, I think I do know why that's happening. Give me a sec. The question is, which one would I prefer? Maybe the brighter one. I'll go with the brighter one. Can I maybe expand it a tad? Nah. Oh god, I've broken it. Fuck it, I'll fix it later. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. Okay, so we've got that. We have Wonder Woman. Another big thing that I want to point out is this part's probably going to be fucking stupid. The next part where I actually plan it out myself will be fine, I think. Because I've sort of done that before. But this part's going to be a bit tricky because of the fact I haven't seen Batman vs Superman, Wonder Woman, Justice League, or Aquaman. So, pretty big task for someone who hasn't seen these movies. So, if I make any mistake, please correct me. Justice League and Aquaman. So, we can work with these films. So, these are pre-made. So So these ones are already made. I can't change any of these ones. Ones that were planned to be made are coming out, so... planned to be made, / planned to be made / coming out. So these ones are ones that are obviously planned to be made or coming out. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to say what the fuck's that, but yeah, I've just seen what it is. Okay. Go back to that one so I can actually see it. Literally never written anything. I have written stuff, so fuck you. What a minga absolute insult to Aquaman. Nah, it's fine. So, the Shazam. And let's have a quick look on Google. What? Upcoming DC movies. Oh, Suicide Squad. I completely forgot. So I'm gonna stick Suicide Squad in there as well. Suicide Squad. Okay, so I got Shazam, you got... I swear that was like, is that it? Oh, Birds of Prey as well. Birds of Prey. Skadoosh. Prey. Yeah, so you're going to act as though Suicide Squad actually exists. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna pretend that all these on Wikipedia are going to be in the lineup. Alright, so Wonder Woman again. Wait, was that straight after Birds of Prey? Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman, okay. So the first bit's gonna be a bit shit. I want a suicide. Bold move. Wonder Woman, was it 84? 1984, and then The Batman. So even though these films might not be actually coming out now because of the changes that they've had, because DC's fucking letters, because DC's doing a bit of a cock up at the moment. That's why I'm here. Are they taking the piss? The Suicide Squad. So basically, what they planned on doing there is, if that should just be The Wonder Woman, not Wonder Woman 1984. Then it's just they just put the in front of everything. The Suicide. So the first part of this is just going to be like getting everything ready. 1940 to 2020. Captain Boomerang was the hero of that movie. He was so good in that movie. Suicide Squad. And then it was the Suicide Squad, then the Flash. The Flash! Call it the Aquaman, not Aquaman 2. The Flash. The Flash, and then Aquaman 2. Right. Okay, so this is what we've got to play with. I'll just bold these so it looks a bit different from everything else. So I'll come up with some more rules later, maybe, just to make it a bit more fun. But for now, that's what we've got. So, again, if I say anything in this video where I could obviously got it mistaken, so say if I say like, I don't know, Doomsday was seen in Batman vs Superman. I don't think he was, but if he was, then let me know, and then I'll change it as we go forwards. As I said, this is you didn't even spell your name right. Right, so hit or miss. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. So the next part is gonna be me actually like rewriting the entirety of the proper thing. But right now we're just fixing what we already have. Psybooge fixes the DCCU. So if you don't know DCCU, I'm going off of like the MCU. So. Yeah, so Detective Comics, Connected Universe. That zero is really bothering me. Okay, sorry. Right, so let's get started. So, the plot. I'm just gonna start with like the plot of. So Shazam has already been sort of planned, so I'm not gonna bother touching Shazam. I don't know what happens in Shazam. It hasn't come out yet. Don't quite care. So I'm gonna plan the plots of these movies. And then if I want to put any movies in between these, I can. We could come up with like an actual timeline, but I can't be asked doing that. I'm not that bothered, to be fair. If it was my actual plan, then I would be bothered, but I'm not. Fine, look, it really doesn't matter. Right, so Birds of Prey. It's gonna have like the fucking people in it, like Margot Robbie. What's the plan? A young girl come across diamond belonging to Black Mask. Harley joins forces with Black Canary Huntress and Renee Montoya to help protect her. She's left the Joker. Why? And Cassandra Cain. Okay. Ultra non-epic game. You really should not care about this stream. This stream is going to be shite. I'm not even like I fully admit this stream is gonna be bad. Like there's no way this is gonna be an actual decent stream. Oh my god, no. Fuck that. Why? This is the problem with DC. Already. Like, I haven't even fucking started it. This is the problem. There's all this. All of these things that they're planning, sort of. They just haven't done anything with it. Like, why? That's why you're fucking up. Okay, so I can't mess with any of these. Let's just get on with it. 90% of your streams are bad though. Yeah, but this one's gonna be particularly bad. So Birds of Prey, it's gonna be fine, I suppose. Wonder Woman, World War II and some shit. Okay, so Birds of Prey, that sort of plot's already done. I've read the synopsis of that. I'm not gonna read the synopsis of those ones, but I've read the synopsis of this one. So that one's fairly easy. So just Birds of Prey is gonna be shit. So Wonder Woman. I'm just gonna start from Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. 1984. I have no idea what happened in Wonder Woman the first one. Wait, World War II. Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. What the fuck's that film gonna be about then? Oh, the Soviet Union during the Cold War and the formidable foe, the cheetah? Yeah, I'm sorry, I have no idea. Nah. All right, we're starting on the Batman. So the Batman. Going under the assumption. Do you actually have to look up the date of World War II? Yes, I did. About the stream where the Wendigo comes out of the attic. Oh, for God's sake! Right, fuck! I almost fell off my chair. Okay, so the Batman. So what have we seen of the Batman so far? Let's have this movie. Let's pretend that Ben Affleck isn't leaving. Just okay. So cannot recast. For no good reason. Okay, so I can't just recast someone for no good reason. So I can't just say, oh, I don't like Henry Cavill, he's gone now. There has to be a reason why I've recast him within the movies. You see, I'm not thinking about this from a sort of a business standpoint. I'm thinking of it from, will the people like this movie? And if they do, that will sell tickets and make us great again. Like Marvel. I'm betting near the start, there were a lot of people like doing the Marvel movies. They did care about how much the money it made, obviously. But as time went on, I feel as though they've now sort of learnt that if people like the movie, it's gonna do good. What kind of what if the actor was terrible to work with? It's not a good reason to get rid of someone. I mean, what is his name? Apparently, is really fucking difficult to work with. Oh, I'm trying to think of the guy's name now. There's loads of actors that are really like Jared Leto was apparently quite difficult to work with. Not necessarily bad, but difficult because he was a method actor. And I can't just recast him as much as I want to either. So the Batman, it would be. I'm gonna go for the plan that they came up with before. So, Batman. No, wait. Arkham. Arkham had a breakout. Had a breakout, and Batman That's the Batman must fight his way through. That's the fucking off. THROUG through to stop them. So this movie would just be like, I don't know, Batman would be still Ben Affleck, aided by I'm sort of basing this on what someone said a long time ago of like the original plan for this movie. That's not the plot of every Batman movie. Not many. I don't even think any Batman movies have like actually had him be in Arkham for a long period of time. As far as I'm aware, the original plot of the Batman was to put, obviously, Batman into Arkham Asylum during a lockdown where everyone's escaped and he has to put them back into the cells while finding sort of the mastermind behind it. And for the sake, so we'll have some like shit villains. We don't want to have like any major villains. We can have like cameos from like the Riddler or whatever. But we'll have the main villain of the Batman being. Who should we have the main villain of the Batman being? This we haven't seen any of Batman's villains except really for the Joker. And at the end of Justice League, you saw Deathstroke, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if that was a deleted scene or not. I think it was a post-credit scene. Basically, just the plot of Arkham Asylum, yeah. There's nothing wrong with taking inspiration from other things, I'm going to say that. Otherwise, none of these movies would be made in the first place, because, I mean, fucking Dawn of Justice is very extremely loosely based off The Dark Knight Returns. Wonder Woman is just Wonder Woman. Suicide Squad is just a generic job that the Suicide Squad did. And the Justice League is just any Justice League fighting a villain. And Aquaman, I haven't seen it. Shazam's just going to be the origin of Captain Marvel, or Shazam as he's known now. And Birds of Prey is going to be shit. So we'll take inspiration from the Arkham games here, and we'll have the villain being not the Joker, because I'm going to save him for later. Just thought you were gonna say Suicide Squad was just generic. I mean, yeah, it was, if I'm honest. What should the main villain be? I want it to be like a decent villain, but not like a really good villain. Like, I don't think the Penguin, in my opinion, the Penguin wouldn't be in Arkham Asylum. That's where a lot of people get sort of mistaken, in my opinion. I don't think the Penguin would be in Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum isn't a prison. It's an asylum. It's a hospital for the criminally insane. The Penguin isn't insane. The Penguin is one of Batman's only villains. I mean, unless you're watching The Dark Knight Returns. Not Dark Knight Returns, unless you're watching Batman Returns. But I don't think the Penguin is insane. I think the Penguin is one of Batman's villains that is sane, but still a criminal. Similar to Black Mask. I don't think Black Mask is insane, but he is a criminal. So they would go to Blackgate. So it would have to be someone... I would say the Riddler, but I think he might be a bit too big for this movie. I want someone a bit smaller, so I'm going to go for, like, B-list Batman villains. The Joker is not a B-list Batman villain. No, it's just top 10. Trying to B-list bad guys. Okay. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Red Hood. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I just used the fucking list of Batman villains. But Blackie's in his name is probably insane. That's just racist. Okay, so we've got Bane. I don't think Bane shouldn't be in this movie. I want to save Bane for a very specific movie. The Joker, same thing. Hush, I wouldn't have Hush in this movie. Scarecrow, yeah, actually. Okay, I'd have the Scarecrow. So the Scarecrow, because the Scarecrow... Okay, in my timeline of the DCU now, the Scarecrow, and I think in some of the comics, his real name is Dr. Jonathan Crane. He worked in Arkham Asylum. So it would make sense that, in a way, he would sort of try to, once he went mad due to his fear toxin, he would take over Arkham Asylum. So I'm going to have the main villain being main. Main villain being the Scarecrow. Main villain being the Scarecrow. Because that would make sense in my opinion. You left out the anime to porn up on the tabs can't. Did I? No. Like I can even show you what's on the other tab that I've got. It's just Facebook and this. Scarecrow. Shut up. I can't spell for shit, so don't even bother. Main villain being Scarecrow with side appearances from I want at least like maybe one other big name or two other big name villains. So I'm thinking, yeah, I agree. I'm thinking not Harley Quinn, not Jeremiah Arkham. I'm not going to put Jeremiah Arkham in purely because of the Birds of Prey thing, and it's going to use the black mask that they're going to use there. Oh, what's his real name? I know this. Roman Sionis. So I'm not going to have. Because I'm assuming that black mask is going to be Roman Sionis. So I'm not going to put Jeremiah Arkham in. Mr. Freeze, I don't think he should be in there. James Gordon Jr., I don't even know who that is, if I'm honest. Deadshot, no, because he's already in the Suicide Squad. The Riddler, I'm going to save him. I want to save the Mad Hatter, because I've had plans in the past for the Mad Hatter, so I might save that. I want to do stuff that, like, all the Batman movies haven't tried before. I want to go into places that haven't really been, sort of, looked at. I was going to say I want to put Killer Croc in there, but it just occurred to me Killer Croc is in Suicide Squad, so I'd have to bend some things to get him back in there, because Killer Croc's currently working with the Suicide Squad. Jason Todd... No, I'm not going to have him in this movie. What a lad. Ra's al Ghul, definitely not. I know him by just Zaz, so I'm going to call him Zaz. I'm going to have Zaz in there, yeah, why not? I'll have... Is it Zaza? Oh, Z-S-A-S-Z. Z-S-A-Z-S. Is it Z-S-A-Z-S? Oh, sorry, it's S. Yeah, fuck. S-C. So, I have Zaz, and I want one other villain. And from Zaz, and it's one of the, like, really... It's not Carmine, because again, I think he'd go to Blackgate. Hugo Strange, I wouldn't necessarily have him in Arkham. I could have him take over Arkham as a result of this happening, so that might be setting up for the next one. Don't know who that is. He's Roman Sionis. Talia's, no. Phantasm, no. Clayface, nah. Yeah, this stream might be quite long. It just occurred to me. Tallyman. Who the fuck's the... I don't know these people. Joke Chill, definitely not. Don't know who he is. Don't know who he is. Sophia Falco, no. Don't know who he is. I'm getting to the people I really have no idea who these fucking people are. Professor Pig. No, I'll say Professor Pig. I would not believe your eyes. 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. My dog, nah. Crime Doctor. Clayface Paint. I just need one more villain that's like not too popular but not too shit. I can't have the Heretic because that's a different story altogether. It needs someone to be. It needs someone insane as well. I need it to be insane because Arkham Asylum, not Blackgate. Oh, cool. Great. Maybe Killer Moth. Yeah, I'll have fuck it, Killer Moth. Why not? Killer Moth and Killer Moth. Is he insane? I mean, he dresses like a moth, but then Batman dresses like Batman. No, you know what? Fuck, I'm Clayface. Just Clayface, why not? Get some CGI in there, because you got, like, sort of the Scarecrow maybe doing some dank shit, and then you got Zsasz just cutting people up, and then you got Clayface. So let's have some appearances from these guys. Batman goes... So we'll use this one. As far as I'm aware, like, yeah, a lot of people know Batman's, like, backstory and shit, but as far as I'm aware, in this universe, don't quote me on this, because, again, I haven't seen the movies, I don't think that they've gone deep enough into this version of Batman's sort of past. Like, they've mentioned, like, the Penguin before, like, oh, when our problems are about as big as, like, robotic penguins or some shit. Like, they've mentioned bits, but I want this one to sort of delve into sort of the Batman's backstory and what's happened to him in the past. He probably knows Mothman. Yeah, true. So I want this one to sort of use Scarecrow's fear toxin. Maybe not even Clayface. With a side appearance. No, I'm just going to keep Zsasz. I'm just going to keep Zsasz and that. Zsasz to sort of be like the smaller villain, and Scarecrow to be the bigger villain. So I want the Scarecrow's like gas to... Because I'm going off the assumption that Robin's dead in this universe. So the Scarecrow could bring back like flashbacks of when he used to be with Robin and fighting with Robin and stuff. So it could be sort of... He's trapped in Arkham, but in his like momentary rest period of fighting off some thugs and insane people, he might get a moment of like rest, and it might, I don't know, he'll probably get gassed as he walks in, and then have sort of flashes throughout the entire time until he beats the Scarecrow. Goes a bit loopy and starts seeing things, mainly the death of Robin. And because at the same time, in this universe, I'm pretty sure that the Robin that died might be his only Robin. I'm gonna have to say that this Robin will be Dick Grayson. Which really fucking hurts, because that means I can't do a Nightwing movie. But I'm going under the assumption that Batman's only had one Robin, because they've never really mentioned Robin, and we've only ever seen sort of one Robin suit, so that means, in my opinion, there is only one Robin. Let's play Feel Good Ink. Aww. So we won't have any Nightwing stuff, unfortunately. Actually, nah, I'm just going to say that Dick Grayson doesn't exist yet, then. Maybe. I don't know, because you kind of need that first Robin, so... Is it right for me to assume that he has had two Robins? Or do I have to say that he's only had one Robin and choose between whether calling him Dick Grayson or Jason Todd? So if it's Jason Todd, then I can work with that in the next Batman movie. Hang on. It just occurred to me that if we're going into like the Robin death, we're gonna need the Joker from the cameos from the Joker in flashbacks, because we're gonna need to have the Joker in there as well, because he's the one that killed. Fuck! I'm just gonna call him Jason Todd. I just assume that he's only had one Robin, and his first Robin was Jason Todd. Okay. So this movie's every movie needs to sort of do something for the series, or for like their specific thing. So the Batman obviously will go on to like more Batman movies, and obviously have hints of it in like maybe co-op movies like Justice League and other stuff. So a bit like sort of how Iron Man is in, well, just basically any character from the MCU. How they take their character from one movie to another, still like establishing stuff in their movies. You know, a connected universe. So this will sort of set up the fact that Batman does actually care that Robin's dead and remembers that he's dead, and he's not just like, oh yeah, Justice League stuff, yeah. He actually like it still weighs on him. That should be enough for one movie. What's the next one? The Suicide Squad. Now, I actually think that this movie is going to be pretty decent because it's going to be done by James Gunn, and that just means instant wins. So what would I do for this movie? Now, apparently, Will Smith is not coming back to play Deadshot in this movie. So, and he's been replaced with, apparently, this isn't, I don't know if this is, like, fully confirmed or not, but he's been replaced with, oh, what's his fucking name? The guy who plays Luther. What's his name? Not Luther Villains, just Luther. What's his fucking name? Idris Elba. How could I forget Idris Elba? Yeah. Idris Elba. So, I kinda think that because it's an older movie, well, he's an older guy, Steve. Like they're replacing him with him. So, is it right to assume that this one's going to be set more in the future, or are we just replacing Will Smith with an older guy for some other reason? Is this like connected to the rest of the universe? I mean, none of the movies feel connected. Actually, I've just seen what like the timeline is. So, maybe what I do in this scenario is, it doesn't matter what Suicide Squad is. Just because James Gunn goodness, doesn't matter. James Gunn can do a good movie. If he's left to his own devices, leave James Gunn to do his movie, and he'll make a good movie. I'm not planning Suicide Squad. Or maybe none of these movies are supposed to be connected, and you're just losing it. Well, no, because they are. Because Man of Steel and Batman and The Flash was in Suicide Squad, and Batman was in Suicide Squad, and like Justice League, and they're all connected. It's not just me going mad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave Suicide Squad because James Gunn can do a good job. Move on to The Flash, because this is where I want to start fucking with DC. So, The Flash. Or should I say, what I'm going to call it, just simply, I'm going to call it Flashpoint. And this is where things are going to change. We're going to set up, because we don't need to, actually, that's not going to work. You see, I really want to do that, but I don't think it's going to work. What my plan is to do Flashpoint as early as possible now. Do it. Make it quite a long film. It'd have to be a long film, maybe like 2.5 hours, or maybe like almost 3 hours long. And just reset everything. I would reset everything with Flashpoint. Well, not reset everything, but do a soft reset with Flashpoint. New regime approaching. I'd reset Flashpoint. I'll reset everything using Flashpoint, because in that way I can replace Ben Affleck and it'll make sense, because he doesn't want to be Batman anymore, so he does one more movie and he's gone. But at the same time, if I do that, then I kind of lose. You kind of have to get rid of some continuity here. So actually, nah, I've changed my mind. The Flash. I would take some time to establish the characters. What makes Barry Allen tick? Just sort of give him a story. What would I give the story to? I wouldn't give the first villain as the Reverse Flash, maybe. What's a good Flash villain? I watched The Flash and I have no fucking clue. The Flash villains. So let's go. So Captain Cold, Reverse Flash, Zoom, Gorilla Grodd might be a bit too much. I'd say maybe like a little team, a mini team might be good for the Flash movie. but having like one main guy. So maybe Mirror Master, Weather Wizard, and can't be Captain Boomerang because of the Suicide Squad movie. So actually, no, I kind of have to plan that one because let's put some time travel shit in there, and the continuity and effort doesn't matter. Well, no, because I don't want to ruin my Batman movie because I like that idea now. Okay, let's just James Gunn goodness. The team plus on fucking hell fucking hell my everything new go at focus on character and plot. Yeah. That's it. I think James Gunn could definitely do that. It's like his perfect movie because he did Guardians of the Galaxy. Suicide Squad was basically just Guardians of the Galaxy rip-off, so I think he could do fine. Not the Thinker, not the Black Flash. Not Cicada. Maybe Trickster. Wait, no, Top. Okay, so the Flash in Central City must fight off a group known as the RUG Rogues. Group E. I always put an E on the end of group. Known as the Rogues. Featuring Top. What did I say? Top. Mirror. Master and Mirror Master, Top, and one more. Yeah, fuck it, Weather Wizard. Weather Wizard. Backstory. Backstory given to the villains with the reverse flash scene between so we'll have the Reverse Flash as sort of a background character, sort of like making sure all the villains like work for him, but the villains are still sort of working off like what he's doing, and then at the end of the movie the Flash will sort of find out that they're working for someone else, and sort of so at this point the Flash knows that something killed his mum and it's probably the Reverse Flash, but the Reverse Flash needs Barry for X reason, which you won't find out in this movie. We'll have a bit more cliffhangery based on this one. Ending in a fight with the villain and Barry finding killed his mother. There we go. So yeah, we'll just cut to the next page because we're running out of space here. So that's that one. Good. Aquaman 2. Oh, fucked if I know. Aquaman 2. What a boogaloo. I don't know what happens in Aquaman. I haven't seen it. Let's just say Black Manta is the villain with King Shark 2. Yes, it's fine. So King Shark will also be in it, because why not? Like I said, I want all the movies to sort of mean something for the character, and I don't know enough about Aquaman to actually like make that matter. I haven't seen Aquaman, and I don't know much about him in the comics, so I can't really do anything with Aquaman. James Gunn, his characters, they're just gonna just do some stuff. It's fine. I want to keep the Suicide Squad sort of self-contained from the rest of the movies. Maybe they have to fight someone like actually, you know, important. Maybe like a rogue superhero. No, super villain. Ooh, actually. They must take down. What's his name? What's his name? Give us a random villain. Not Gorilla Grodd. I'm trying to think of a good villain that I could just put in there. Turtle. Okay, Turtle villain. Let's go DC villains. DC villains. Can't be the Joker, can't be Lex Luthor, can't be Darkseid, can't be Sinestro, can't be Brainiac, can't be Black Adam. I think he's getting his own movie as well. Ooh, that could be interesting, actually. Okay, I'm thinking Vandal Savage. Vandal Savage might be interesting to do. Okay. Right. I love Amanda Waller's there as a villain. Yeah, that's about right. I'm thinking just maybe Vandal Savage might be enough. Maybe Felix Faust. Okay, let's go Felix Faust actually. Take down. It's more sort of supernatural villainy than anything, so maybe that might be a good thing. Good. Jesus Christ. Yes. Tomorrow, fucking hell. Okay. Alright. Okay. Right. Good. Okay, so let's move on to... Okay, so we've finished on Aquaman. So, what I think should come next is another Superman movie, maybe. Yes. I'm gonna have Superman, Man of Steel 2. Man of Steel 2, and I'm gonna call it... hang on. Man of Steel 2, and it's gonna have... Brainiac. Brainiac as the villain. I don't know enough really about Superman to go into detail about what story it would be, but Superman as the villain, maybe he comes to Earth trying to, I don't know, shrink some stuff. I think he does that in comics sometimes. Comes to Earth from, I think it's originally from Krypton, so Krypton. I'm not counting Krypton, the TV show, as in the same universe as this. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Because I think Brainiac is in that as well, so I'm just going to pretend that doesn't exist. It is a cop-out, but I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist. From Krypton to shrink Earth. I think that's what Brainiac does. I'm not like too in-depth into it. I've played the Lego games, and he shrinks some cities. Shrink Earth cities. So that he does that, and then Superman gets some development and shit. Lois could get pregnant. So we can like start some Superboy shit as well. Man of Steel 2. Okay, what do we need next? So we've had a Wonder Woman movie for a while. We've had Aquaman. We've had 2 Aquamans. We've had a Shazam. We've had a Birds of Prey. Put like a little dash in there just so we can sort of see where we started. Actually, no, we haven't. We started there. Right. Okay. What would be a good next step for the DCU? Got Man of Steel 2. Got a Batman movie. Maybe adding in one more new hero for a while. Let's see what else they were planning. We had the Flash. Aquaman film sequel. We are not doing a Lobo. So these are all. I'm going to count these as all maybes that we could use. So I'm not doing a Lobo movie. That's not happening. Cyborg. Nah, I don't really care for a Cyborg movie, if I'm honest. Maybe Cyborg can appear in someone else's movie, maybe. If I love Cyborg, Cyborg appears here. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense that Cyborg would appear in Aquaman 2, but whatever. We'll have Cyborg being sort of the Incredible Hulk of the series. He doesn't get his own movie, he just sort of goes with everyone else's. Black Adam, no, I'm going to save that for like Shazam 2. Justice League sequel, no, let's not do that. Not yet anywhere. And Green Lantern Corps. Let's have a Green Lantern movie. Fuck it. Green Turn. We'll have a Green Lantern Corps movie. Is it Corpse? Corpse, yeah. We'll have a Green Lantern Corps movie. With Hal Jordan fighting the Red Lanterns. And he can like at the end Sinestro goes evil for the sequel, isn't it? Sequel. Sinestro is so also for Shadows. Justice League 2 and has hints to the Blue Lanterns. So we'll start. I'm taking sort of inspiration from the Green Lantern animated movies. Green Lantern animated series. I'm taking like hints from this thing, which looks not the best if I'm honest, but I do like some of the stories that they had in their sort of their run that they did. Mainly the how they deal with the Blue Lanterns, because they sort of hinted at this, like at Saint Walker being a character earlier in the series, but then they went back to like his character later, and he found like a Blue Lantern battery, and it was good. I like that. I like the whole idea of like starting off with the Green Lanterns, then introducing like sort of having a battle between the Green and the Red Lanterns, then maybe introducing some Yellow Lanterns, maybe introducing the Orange Lanterns, the Indigo Lanterns, the Blue Lanterns, and so on. Just introducing lanterns slowly through the series, so that you can understand it easier. And I want to do that with the movies. So like they hint at so they have the Red Lanterns and the Green Lanterns fighting, but they also like introduce maybe some Blue Lanterns, and Sinestro finds like in the Yellow Lantern or creates the Yellow Lantern. So it all sort of works into that. So make the Green Lantern movie feel more connected. Then have Justice League 2, which I'm going to call JL2. Jail 32. Say 32. So Jail 2 will just have just not dark side. In fact, no, we already have a plan for this. So the early AGUE. That's all caps. The early AGUE come together to stop the evil. I mean, like, the thing is, I'm here to, like, Lantern X Lantern. Oh god, no. I'm here to sort of plan out the movies, not, like, I'm not here to, like, write all the scripts and everything. I'm just, like, I'm, in this scenario, I'm pretending that I'm the head of DC, or the head of Warner Brothers, whatever, planning what the movies are. Like, I'll give you a basic script, not a basic script, I'll give you a basic idea of what I want the story to be and what I want it to introduce. Then I'd give it to some brilliant writers out there, because there are fucking loads of brilliant writers out there. And then they will make these movies, and hopefully that will work. But I would give them more freedom than DC is giving them at the moment. Because I feel, I don't know, I have no idea how it works, but personally I feel as though they're not given enough freedom to write the good stories. Maybe, I don't know, it just feels as though there's not much love given to the movies. Like Suicide Squad, yeah, it had characters that we like, but it was kinda, eh. And I mean, fucking, what's his name? Zack Snyder, just fucking Batman killing people. It's like, no, don't be a twat. Fuck off, mate. So yeah, I'm just sort of planning out. Let's be real. You're here to write juicy fanfiction. Well, I mean, it's kinda, that's basically why I'm here, to be honest. No, the next part is going to be juicy fanfiction, where I actually start writing my own. Like, I have my own plan of how to do all this shit, and what should have happened if I was to completely reboot the series. As they come together to stop the evil, the Legion of Doom, starring Lex Luthor, Deathstroke, and I don't know, like, maybe, I don't want Sinestro to be in it. Maybe, who did we establish in the Flash movie? Weather Wizard. So Lex Luthor. I don't want to make it like a massive cast, but I want it to be enough. Weather Wizard. Yeah, that's weather. The wrong weather. Weather Wizard. Who else? We need one from Wonder Woman, but the only one she's got is Cheetah, and that's kind of shit. Batwoman. We'll introduce Batwoman later. Doctor's done, so Batwoman needs to be next. Have you not heard of, like, the Batwoman TV show? Batwoman CW. Yeah, they've already planned it. They've already planned a Batwoman TV show. It's gonna replace the Arrow. Well, maybe not replace it, but it's gonna be sort of in Arrow's place, I think. Yeah, it's basically replacing it. But yeah, they're already planning a Batwoman TV show. So yeah, that's gonna be great. 2 Batwoman. No, stop. Lex Luthor was a wizard. I need more villains. Who else? I need one from Batman's side. Who could be an interesting villain that Batman could have? Oh, Deathstroke. It's already got Deathstroke there. So got one for Superman, one for Batman, one for the Flash. Fuck it. Cheetah can be in there. Is it Cheetah? Fuck it, I'm gonna Cheetah. Cheetah, and then we need one more, maybe. I would say Brainiac, that might be a bit gay, but it's Batwoman. But Batwoman is still Batman, but it's one Batwoman. Who else? We need one more guy. One more villain. One more good villain from maybe Superman. Ah, no, wait. I can't remember what to say now. I swear it was on this list somewhere. Metallo. Where's Metallo? There's a Mezzo. MEA. Okay. Is it MEA? META. META. Metallo. Love Metallo. And Metallo. Just sort of generic thing. Sort of. Character development between the league. Some and some foreshadowing for Darkseid. Boom. Okay, so that's that one done. We're getting on a bit, and it's not really fun for anyone, I don't think. But well, I kind of want to keep going, but I feel as though I've got better things to do. I think Frank Fairly Odd Parents is Catman. Looks like they did. Yeah, Catman. But in the DC, there actually is a Catman. Which doesn't look too far off, it doesn't look too far off the Fairly Odd Parents one, to be honest. He was in the Lego movie, I believe. It's so succulent. Yeah, it was in the Lego movie, because I've got that Lego minifigure. Because I'm sad. Yes. Okay, so I'll do that, and then what else? Okay, so we'll stick like the Batman 2. Jason. Sorry. The Red Hood is the iron, and also has Joker in it. So basically, for this movie, I'm just gonna basically straight up copy the Under the Red Hood story. Basically, if you've seen this movie, take out Nightwing, and you've basically got this movie. So I'm just gonna put in so yeah, it's basically Under the Hood. Could introduce like Tim Drake maybe. And what's her fucking Kate Kane? That one's Batwoman. Start building up the Bat family a bit more, because I think it needs more. It needs more people. It needs more Bat family people. I like having a good Bat family. Okay, so we've got the Batman. Do we need another Wonder Woman movie? We've got to keep the feminists happy somehow. Maybe have like Shazam 2 this time with Black Adam. That's not how you spell Adam. How do you spell Adam? I don't know. It's probably on this list somewhere. Fucking hell, he can't be this good, can he? Oh, he is. Oh, it is just Adam. Adam. Black Adam. Sorry, Black Adam. Yeah, Black Adam's the villain. Yeah, just stuff. Batman with his Batwife and his Batkids and his Batbaby. Basically, yeah. After the Shazam, we'd have it like that. It depending on like if Shazam was like a good movie. I don't know. It looks pretty decent. Gotta have some happy moments in there. Birds of Prey 2. Fuck that. We're not having that. Because we'll save that for like maybe a Harley Quinn sort of movie. Got another Batman movie. Get as many of those out because people love Batman movies. I wouldn't say I have like Superman 3, but that'd be too close to each other, so we'll have that one. How about Aquaman? Nah, it's again too close. Wonder Woman 3, why not? Well, I've Wonder Woman. What came after? What was a good war after the Cold War? I think there really was one. 2000. No. Wonder Woman 3. The present. Okay. Murdoch Nichols is the final boss, and Batbaby is. And his Batbaby and his BFFs with his Boss Baby, the Iraq War. I'm not. 9/11. The war in Iraq. When did it start? 2003. Oh no, 2000. Okay, that's that movie. Wonder Woman 2003. It makes sense as well because it's got a 3 in it. Okay, Wonder Woman 2003. Oh god. Oh, who's the villain? It's a much more real villain than the others. If there isn't a Mexican guy, I'm suing. Okay, Wonder Woman 3. Okay. Let's have a. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have a. I want to start branching off a bit, so I'm gonna have a Dr. Fate movie. I'm gonna have a Dr. Fate movie, exploring Dr. Fate, because I know they apparently were planning a Dr. Fate thing down here, which was like announced like yesterday. It takes place between 2 separate time periods. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll just whatever. Very it's a little too realistic for most people's tastes. Yeah. What other ones could I sort of use around here? Supergirl. I'm not gonna fuck with Supergirl. Okay, let's just go through some of these. So get some inspiration. So like we've got loads of sequels. We've got enough sequels. We can deal with sequels all the fucking day. But we need to bring in some new IPs. So let's have exploring Dr. Fate's story. I don't really know too much about Dr. Fate, but I'd like to hear some stories. I'm scared of that. Man of Steel sequel, got that. Booster Gold. I don't really want to go into space. Like Green Lantern can do the space bit. Maybe we'll leave space for now. Gotham City Sirens. Nah, we've got what is it? We've got fucking Birds of Prey for that, and we're not having a sequel to that because people won't like it. Deadshot. We don't need a spin-off Deadshot movie. Nightwing, but he's dead. He's dead. Maybe, I don't know, or he's never existed. Batgirl, Joss Whedon. No, you'd need to introduce her in a Batman movie. I'm sorry, you just would, in my opinion. Harley Quinn in the Joker film. Oh, that's not going to happen because we've got Deathstroke in the Justice League. Nightwing, but he's dead. Well, we don't know if he's dead or not because, like, I'm having to make assumptions here. Joker and Harley Quinn film. No, I'm gonna save the Joker and Harley Quinn stuff for a Birds of Prey sequel. Actually, you know what? Birds of Prey 2. I want the Joker in it. So she's gonna do stuff with the Joker. It's gonna be a shit film, but it could be interesting. New Gods. I don't think we need New Gods. I'm sorry. The Joker. No, you're not getting your own movie. You don't need it. Supergirl. Nah, 'cause I don't really want to mess with that. Blue Beetle. We've already got sort of the kid sort of hero in Billy Batson. Nightwing, but he's dead. That sounds like a good movie, like Sixth Sense. The fuck? The Trench. That's a horror spin-off of Aquaman. What? The Trench Kingdom? No, fuck that. That sounds weird as shit. Justice Society. Okay. Maybe a JSA film wouldn't be so bad. Okay, so just hang on, I'm gonna quickly just put in here alternate universe. Because this is okay, so superhero based horror movie can't say that's not adventurous. Yeah, true. I'll put this one in, right? So I want like maybe Justice League 4, maybe after Justice League 3, so I'll have Justice League 3 be Doomsday. But I'll have the Justice Society be on Earth 2 or Earth 3. No, Earth 3. I'll have it on Earth 3 because then Earth 2 can be for something else. So start introducing the idea of a multiverse, and maybe in Flash 2, which I'll put after this one, we start introducing new multiverses, so that I can start playing with stuff. Because the thing I really like about DC is they always sort of go between different universes. Marvel does it sometimes, but not very often, I don't think. But I think with DC does tend to use their sort of multiverse theory quite a lot. So I feel as though if we're not like getting in on that and like using it to the full potential of what it could be, I think you're just wasting that idea. So if we have the Justice Society of America, the story of the JSA with I don't know, Wild Cat. I'm trying to think of like members of the Justice Society now. Wildcat, is it sorry, not Mr. Dr. Midnight, Stargirl. Fuck, who else is there? Oh, there's one of the Green Lanterns. Pretty sure he's called Sentinel as well, or something. I think he's called Sentinel, even though he's Alan Scott Green Lantern. Pretty sure he's sometimes also called Sentinel. The Jay Garrick Flash. Jay Garrick. I'm pretty sure it was called like the Sentinel or something. Oh, named Sentinel. Yeah, there. Look, it adopts the name Sentinel. I think I've spelled it wrong there. Fuck, what was it? Senti. Sent. I'm really shit at spelling. Sentinel. The Flash, Jay Garrick. I don't want to like introduce too many people, maybe, and just the Justice Society of America. DC members. Maybe Hourman, Hawkman, Hourman, and one more. It's like a nice big cast of people. Maybe Dr. Finn. Maybe Spectre. Nah, I'll save Spectre for another movie. I'll have Atom, but Atom can die in the movie. So I've got to have one member that dies. He dies. And then we'll have the Flash 2. The Flash 2. So yeah, we'll also have like in this movie like Batman like talks to the Flash and he's like, "Oh, what have you been doing, Barry? Haven't seen you in a while." And it's like, "Oh, I've been okay." And then he goes to like the Flash's apartment and sees like all this weird shit that's like, "Oh, my mum's dead and we need to find her and I need to find this guy." And it's like, "Barry, calm the fuck down." So yeah, and then in this movie he's still trying to find out the killer. I guess the Flash 2. Barry tries to find the Reverse Flash. At the end, he goes back in time. Find out the killer. He goes back in time and saves his mother. Okay. It's got some good movies. What else could we have? We could have another Suicide Squad movie, maybe. Aquaman 3 is still a bit too close, I think. We're quite a way away from Justice League 2. Okay, fuck it. Justice League 3. Okay, so maybe I'll save Justice League 4 for maybe... Like, I don't want the Justice League movies to be, like, maybe not as big as the Avengers movies. Maybe. So I have the Justice League movies more sort of regular, but not as grandiose. So like just for flashbacks, this is where we can change some continuity. I think I put space in there by accident. Continuity. So yeah, we'll have that as changing some continuity. So that'll fix some stuff, and then Barry can... So it like straight up follows the Flash. So you kind of watch that one, then you watch that one. That one, you don't really need to watch this one in order. Birds of Prey, you don't really care. In the end, it all goes back to normal. This is sort of setting up the Reverse Flash bit. and everything, so you know what's to expect in this one. I suppose you could call them two-part movies. I suppose this could just be the Flashpoint movie, but it feels like it needs more sort of development first before you do that. So I'll stick to that. And yes, the fuck is that on Discord? Okay, fine. It's not a face. Fuck off. It's fine. It's not a face. Whatever. I don't care. Okay, and then we have the Flashpoint 2. And at the end of the second page, I think I'm going to end it off there. It's been fun. So this is what I would do with the DC Universe. I haven't planned a lot of the sort of back-end ones much, but so basically, Jeff Johns, anyone at Warner Brothers, if you're watching this, which you're not, I've got 88 subscribers and this is probably going to have like 3 views. If you're watching this, then hit me up. So we start our plan with The Batman. It's a good movie. The Scarecrow takes over the asylum and Batman has flashbacks over the death of Jason Todd, setting some stuff up. Just let James Gunn do what he wants. He's a fucking genius and it'll be great. He actually cares about stuff by the looks of it. It's been gay, but Killer Croc was in it. Yeah, he's going to be in the Suicide Squad movies. The Flash starts setting some stuff up, like the Mother Death and some villains. He sets the villain up for the Justice League 2. Aquaman 2, Water Boogaloo, that's going to be... Cyborg's going to be in it. Man of Steel, got Brainiac in there. Maybe some Lois Lane pregnant. Hal Jordan setting up some Green Lantern stuff with some other lanterns included. Justice League 2, that's going to be some Gucci shit. It's going to be like the Age of Ultron movie. Not great, not as good as the first... Well, better than the first one because we all know what happened in Justice League 1. So better than the first one, but not like the best thing ever. Anyway, it's got something on my... There we go. Batman Red Hood, let's be honest, it's going to be a straight copy of the animated movie because the animated movie was fucking brilliant. Shazam 2, but it's got Black Adam in it. That's just an instant win. You don't have to make a movie about Black Adam, that's stupid. Wonder Woman 2003. Bush did 9/11, Bush is the villain. Obviously I've not been fully serious with that one, but like just make a Wonder Woman movie. It doesn't really matter, just keep the women happy. We're all happy. Explore Doctor Fate. It's Doctor Fate movie. I think it could be a good idea. It could be a lot like Doctor Strange, but with very different sort of different bits in it as well. Make it different from Doctor Strange. Focus on the fact that the helmet is very much sort of I want to say parasitic. It's like the helmet that Doctor Fate uses. If you've never seen Doctor Fate before, then just I'll quickly just like, so Doctor Fate wears this helmet. And that sort of, it takes over the person's body. So sort of make sure it's known and like made the main focus of the fact that the helmet is basically using a human for his own will. Maybe like have a romance plot where that's sort of the thing that can bring the human guy back to reality from being taken over fully by the helmet or something. Just have something where the helmet is also the villain, but it's sort of a necessary villain for the character. So have that sort of dynamic. Dr. Fate, Dr. Phil. Oh, of course. After that, Birds of Prey 2, just put Joker in it. Do whatever you were gonna do with the Joker and Harley Quinn movie, because no one's gonna watch that. Trust me, it's just gonna be a bag of wank. So just maybe I'd have a villain in it. I don't know, like, I don't know, Carmine Falcone, maybe. I don't know. Just have a generic Batman gangster villain. Needs more merman. Justice Society. Just have fun with that one. It's like the Justice League, but more goofier. I want it to be just a goofier version. Like, it's the golden age. You want to make sure that the difference between the multiverses, which I didn't really get too much in, like after Flashpoint, you can really start getting into different multiverses. I'll also have John Hamm maybe in the role of Batman's Thomas Wayne from that universe. Don't have Ben Affleck. Well, you can have like cameos from Ben Affleck, but have John Hamm as the main Batman. John Hamm. Just have him. Get him bearded. Get him looking fucking evil. Have him be the villain have not the villain, but have him be the Earth 2, well not Earth 2, but like Flashpoint Batman. Good choice, in my opinion. Good choice. After that, you got Flash 2, which just sets up Justice League and sort of sets up more about the Flash's backstory. You need to know a lot about the Flash to know about the Flashpoint thing. I feel as though Flashpoint should be a Justice League movie, because it'll have probably Cyborg in it, it'll have Wonder Woman in it, it'll have Aquaman in it, it'll have all these different people, and I don't think you can just like settle with just a Flash movie having all these characters in it. It'll have Batman in it, it'll have Superman in it, it'll have the Reverse Flash. So many people. I don't think you can just have it as a Flash thing. Like the comics, you can have it as just a Flash comic, because like comics are more just connected in general. Like people know that the comics are all sort of connected, but in movies they're not so much like that. Like yeah, they did it with Captain America Civil War, but I don't think that the DC could pull that off. So just have it as Justice League 3, and then maybe in Justice League 4, which is all the way down the line with more, like have a good chunk of movies setting it up first. Justice League 4 do like Darkseid stuff maybe. Justice League 5 do like oh for fuck's sake, can you two stop? In Justice League 5 maybe do Crime Syndicate stuff with like Owlman, Ultraman, Superwoman, like Power Ring and all them. Just do like Crime Syndicate stuff. Just keep sort of building up on it. Like that's the thing I love about DC, because you've got like these big sort of storyline, big characters that you could do. You've got so many great stories that you could pull from, and you're just going with shit. Like I've tried to keep like some of these stories as close to other stories as I can. Like I know some of them are just random. Like that one I've taken from the Arkham stuff. Suicide Squad, I don't know what he's going to do with that. The Flash, that's just sort of a good Flash romp, and it gives us some backstory of just Flash lore in general. Aquaman, I don't know enough about it, I'm sorry. I think Brainiac's done stuff like shrinking cities on Earth before. Green Lantern Corps, that's just world building. Justice League 2, that's the Legion of Doom. I'm sure that they've got some comic somewhere where they just sort of group up and fight. Red Hood, that's just a really popular story. I've got loads of Batman stories that I could just do. Shazam with Black Adam, it's sort of his main villain. Wonder Woman, Dr. Fate probably has some good comics, otherwise they wouldn't continue it. And they got loads of good stories. Flashpoint is just a great story to do. So that's my plan. That's the first video. We are done for today. Next part of this will come out whenever I feel like it and whenever anyone actually cares, which no one will, so I probably won't end up doing it, but whatever. Part 2 will be me actually planning my own DCCU, my own thing that's completely mine, so that I don't have any restrictions like cast or whatever. I'll make my own cast and such. Maybe, I'm not too sure if I'm going to even bother doing that. I might just turn this into just a one-parter. No idea. I'll see what happens, but yeah. Thank you all for watching. I've been your host, the Psybooge, and yeah, hope you've all had a good time. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.